Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So today I thought I would try and show you the difference between what is considered a MIDI versus an oversized pen. Now, I know when I started to look at Visconti before I started collecting them, I was a little confused. Like some retailers call a MIDI pen a medium pen, which is even more confusing because then sometimes it's got a fine nib or a medium nib, and I don't like the term medium. I don't quite know. I understand why some retailers may call it a medium, but the official term from Visconti is a MIDI, as I understand it. So here you have a number of Divinas here, and these are. So the one on the left here is a Divina Metropolitan, and this is the MIDI version. So you can see it's a lot smaller than the other four here, and these other four are the oversized version. So if I show you, if I uncap these, you'll see. If I uncap the first two, you'll see the difference here in terms of size. Not only in terms of the barrel. But if I move this one up as well, you'll also see in terms of the nib size as well. So the MIDI versions always have a number 5 size nib. The oversized or regular versions always have a number 6 size nib. So again, that's something to watch out for if you're looking at a MIDI but you prefer the larger nib sizes, or maybe you're looking at an oversized but you prefer a smaller nib for better control when you're writing. So that really is the core difference between the two sizes, and really there's, other than that, there's not a lot of difference. So what I'll do, I'll show you the pens in a little bit more detail here. And zoom in a little bit. So this is the Divina Metropolitan. So Divinas typically have these silver rods going through them. There's a few models that don't, but the majority of them do. And the name Divina comes from the divine proportion between the length of the body versus the length of the cap and the length of the body itself in terms of the overall size. So this is the Metropolitan, so this comes in a stacked coin celluloid type effect, and you can see as you rotate it there, the light catches on that really nicely. So that's unfortunately this version of the stacked celluloid on the Divina only comes in MIDI. It doesn't come in oversized. If it came in oversized, I would have bought 3 or 4 of them from Visconti by now. So shame on you, Visconti, for not doing this in an oversized pen. Like, you've done it in the Homo sapiens, you've done the octagonal, like you've done the Wall Street. So there are other oversized pens that you could do this in, but it's a shame that you didn't. Anyway, just a rant over from me. This is the Desert Spring. Now this comes in a number of different versions. There's an LE version that has an ink window here. This is a non-LE version. And you'll notice that this version doesn't have the silver rods along the facets. But to be honest, I actually prefer that, because when you look at the material in this pen, I think the silver rods would actually take away from that lovely sand-like material, and it just wouldn't look as nice. So for me, I think this is a really good addition that they didn't put the silver rods in that one. Now this is another one. Now a lot of you will think that this is the Blue Elegance, but no, it's not. This is a Typhoon Blue. And I believe that these were maybe only made available to Australia, but you can see here the black sort of swirl pattern that you can see, like just here in the body. That's the sort of Typhoon, and it's a stunning pen. Number size 6 nib there. It's Really nice pen. The only problems with the Divinas is they have a captive converter. So basically you pull the converter out and then you twist it, and then once you've finished filling or emptying, you push it back in again. So effectively there's a converter captured inside here, and this knob operates. So you can twist and untwist the piston or the converter. Now this is the Divina Brown Elegance, and this is another one that sometimes I think the pictures online just do not do this justice. You can see the sort of cocoa brown, sort of almost like cocoa and chocolatey brown, sort of in the body here, and it's just it's a really lovely pen. And again, that's an oversized. Now most of these Divinas, I think, exception of the Desert Spring, will come in a MIDI version as well. So, and this is the Divina Green Elegance, and this one I really do love. It's the chatoyance there on that green is just stunning when you rotate it. And this one, because it's a rose gold trim, it does come with a rose gold number 6 size nib. But it's a really nice pen. So so really that's the difference really between the MIDI version and then the oversized versions of the pens. Other than that, the core things to realize is that the MIDIs will always be cheaper. They will always have a number 5 nib instead of a number 6 size nib, and potentially have slightly less capacity in terms of ink that it can hold as well. But they are lighter and they are shorter, so if you have small hands and you prefer smaller, lighter pens, then maybe the MIDI versions may be better for you. I know a lot of people that prefer a MIDI-sized Homo sapiens over an oversized version because they find the oversized version is just a little bit too large. So it's really down to personal preference, what you prefer and what you don't prefer in terms of a pen and its size and its weight. Sometimes you do have to try them out in a shop first to see which size you would prefer. I know a lot of people have said to me that they were pretty sure that they liked the MIDI version, but then they tried a oversized version, say at a pen club or a pen meet, and actually really found that the oversized was actually more to their liking than what a MIDI was. So again, it's really personal preference and what you prefer in a pen. So but that's really, I just wanted to show you the difference here really between the MIDI and the oversized pens. These are Divinas. I don't have any other, unfortunately, MIDI size Visconti pens. I tend to be an oversized person in terms of the pens that I like, but I hope that this would sort of at least show you a little bit of the difference. I know Divinas are slightly longer than, say, a regular sort of like Homo sapiens, but I thought I would show you this and at least give you an idea of what to look out for, and allow you to make that decision if you prefer the MIDIs or prefer the oversized. Let me know. It'd be interesting to see how many of you like MIDIs and how many of you like oversized. So please like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.